Imagine two distinct voices echoing across time, each addressing the perilous allure and potential pitfalls of wealth. First, picture James, a figure of unwavering conviction, stepping forward to confront a specific group with a stark and sobering message. His tone carries the weight of impending judgment as he declares,
"Now listen, you rich people weep and wail because of the misery that is coming on you."
He paints a vivid and unsettling picture of their earthly treasures turning against them, their wealth rotting away, their fine clothes consumed by moths, and their gold and silver corroding. A corrosion that will rise up as a damning testimony, consuming their very flesh like fire, all because they
Have hoarded wealth in the last days.
Then, James's gaze shifts to the suffering of those exploited by this very wealth.
Look, the wages you failed to pay, the workers who mowed your fields are crying out against you. The cries of the harvesters have reached the ears of the Lord Almighty.
He doesn't shy away from condemning their indulgent lifestyles, their lives lived in
Luxury and self-indulgence, fattening themselves for a day of reckoning, all at the cost of justice and fairness. You have condemned and murdered the innocent one who was not opposing you.
revealing a callous disregard for righteousness and a brutal oppression of the powerless. In essence, James's words serve as a potent prophetic warning against the unjust accumulation and selfish deployment of riches, highlighting the corrupting nature of hoarded wealth and the severe divine consequences for those who exploit and oppress the poor. His message underscores that true prosperity lies not in personal accumulation, but in righteous living and equitable treatment of all. Now envision a bustling crowd pressing in on Jesus, their faces upturned, eager to absorb his every teaching. Suddenly, a man's voice pierces the expectant hush, sharp with the bitterness of a family dispute.
"Teacher, tell my brother to divide the inheritance with me."
But Jesus, ever focused on the deeper currents of the human heart, turns to the man with a gentle yet firm gaze.
"Friend, who appointed me a judge or arbitrator between you?"
His attention then sweeps over the entire gathering, his voice gaining an urgent resonance.
"Watch out. Be on your guard against all kinds of greed. Life does not consist in an abundance of possessions."
To illuminate this profound truth, Jesus weaves a compelling narrative. He speaks of a wealthy landowner whose fields yielded an exceptionally bountiful harvest. Yet instead of considering the needs of his community or the principles of sharing, the man's thoughts turned inward, consumed by self-interest.
What shall I do? I have no place to store all my crops.
A seemingly ingenious solution bloomed in his mind.
I know. I'll tear down my old barns and build bigger ones, and there I will store all my grain and my goods. And I'll say to myself, you have plenty of good things laid up for many years. Take life easy, eat, drink, and be merry.
But then, Jesus' voice deepens, tinged with a somber reality.
But God said to him, "You fool, this very night your life will be demanded from you. Then who will get what you have prepared for yourself?"
With this stark image, Jesus concludes his teaching, delivering a powerful and timeless message to his listeners and to us today.
This is how it will be with whoever stores up things for themselves but is not rich toward God.
In its essence, this parable transcends a simple inheritance squabble. It serves as a potent exposure of the folly inherent in a life solely dedicated to the selfish accumulation of wealth, a life that neglects the eternal and spiritual dimensions of our existence. It cautions against the insatiable grip of greed and underscores the ultimate fleeting nature of earthly possessions when confronted with the inevitability of death. True richness, Jesus reveals, is not measured in material abundance, but in the depth of our relationship with God and how we choose to live our lives in accordance with that divine connection. Together, these passages from James and Luke paint a comprehensive picture, a timeless warning against the dangers of wealth when it breeds injustice, selfishness, and a neglect of our fellow human beings and our relationship with the divine. They urge us to look beyond the fleeting allure of material possessions and seek a true and lasting richness rooted in justice, compassion, and a heart that is truly rich toward God.